We're in conversation with Carlos Ghosn, CEO of Renault and who heads the Renault Alliance. Mr. Ghosn, thanks for speaking to us. Now that you have kind of relinquished your, let's say, position in Nissan and you're going to be focusing on the alliance specific to Mitsubishi, I'm just turning to India because Mitsubishi's problem in India was no scale, no investment and no appropriate product. Suddenly that seems to have all gone. So would it be logical to assume that with the alliance, there's just a big market out there waiting for Mitsubishi to tap?
Oh, without any doubt, because, you know, in India, the most important step or key to success, it's not sufficient, but anyway, it's necessary, is the product. If you don't have the product, you better not try your chance in India. And it takes a lot of time to find the product. I think with the A platform, and particularly with the Kwid, and all the products that are going to follow that, we think we have found our entry level to the Indian market. But this platform is an alliance platform. Today you have a Renault product, tomorrow you're going to have Nissan product, but this platform will be open to Mitsubishi.
So it's logical Mitsubishi could use it because
exactly.
You could go all the way up to and bring the Lancer back, for example.
But Mitsubishi have so many opportunities to grow that the management of Mitsubishi is going to have to prioritize what they're going to do first, what they're going to do second, what they're going to third. So I cannot tell you in what time frame this will happen, but without any doubt, India is a very big market for the future for any car maker and for Mitsubishi in particular.
So what you're confirming is not a question of if, but a question of when that Mitsubishi will come to India with all guns blazing.
Yeah, the one is not limited to a short term. You know, obviously it can be mid or long term. And why I'm telling you that, everybody is expecting India to be one of the top 3 to 4 markets in the world in the future. So you can expect that what happened in China, where today all the car makers are in China, is going to happen also in India, with the exception that the Indian market is very tough for foreign maker because of the specificity of the product and the specificity of the market.
But do you think you are on the edge with, let's say, something like the Kwid? And I think once you even told me that in terms of quality or on the edge, maybe you can constantly improve the product. I mean, it's doing well because it's won on a lot of things like design, the touchscreen, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, but we do, and we are improving, and we are listening to what the customers are saying in India, not only to improve our offer of Kwid in India, but also to improve our offer of Kwid outside India, because as you know, Kwid is going to be launched in Brazil, or a version of Kwid is going to be launched in Brazil as a second step of the development of the A platform. So for us, the Indian market is a very important market because it's very competitive, and if you make it in India, you're going to make it in many other emerging markets. That's why for us, testing and being successful in India and having a very strong acceptance of the product, very competitive product in India, is really a guarantee that these products are going to do well in other countries.
Are you making money in India?
We start to make money now, yes. Fortunately, with more than 100,000 cars
sold in Kwid. Is that the tipping point?
Yeah, exactly. But we struggled at the beginning because you had a new plant at the same time doing a new car. So when you have so much innovation accumulated, you struggle with profitability. But we know that going into emerging market and establishing yourself, you have to be patient in terms of return.
You know, you're talking about scale and localization, which is so important for India. I just want to talk a bit about your platform strategy. One understands you would probably concentrate on 2 platforms, a CMF-A, and maybe push that up to a CMF-A Plus, and the M0, which is a really successful platform. You've got the HHA coming off that. Maybe Nissan with the Kicks will also be off that. So, I mean, would it be fair to assume it's going to be fundamentally a 2-platform strategy?
My God, you know our product better than our own specialists. You know, I already told you have a good career as a product planner of Renault and Nissan. Huh? Without any doubt, the CMF-A was the initial step. We're going to push it with the CMF-A Plus, as you mentioned, and we're going to have product fitting with the Indian market. So then we're going to use this platform maybe to bring on this platform bodies which are more familiar in other markets.
Like a 7-seater or...
Yeah,
or
because obviously the objective here is to really contribute to the development of the Indian market by having a sizable chunk of the market. We said on the first milestone for us is 5% of the market in India. I think Renault is not far from the 5%. It's a little bit above 4%. It should be on its way to 5%. Nissan is still far from it. So I think we can contribute. We want to bring our contribution to the development of the market, but we want to do it with products which are solid and well accepted. We don't want a Christmas tree of products, with a very small volume to make this market share. So you're going to see a lot of testing going on, but when we get it right, product should be localized and it should be very competitive.
But clearly it has to be specific for the market, like M0 is really a good platform in which you can stretch that as well.
Exactly. That means we have already some platform existing, that is CMFA, future is CMFA Plus, M0.
CMFB too expensive, more for Europe? Do you think that's too expensive?
Obviously the volumes that you expect from a car based on CMFB is not going to be very big. So it can be an additional product, but you cannot base your strategy on this kind of platform.
So is there a lesson learned, like with V platform in the Nissan, that you fundamentally cannot bring a European platform into India because just the cost is too high and the customers may not pay for it? So you've got to have a tailored platform for emerging markets.
You can bring European-based platform and product, but it should be more kind of niche products.
Right.
Don't expect big volume coming out of it. If you want to make big volume in India and contribute to the core of the market, you're going to have to really tailor, I would say, even the platform for Indian needs. So
just last couple of questions is, on Renault's strategy in India right now, you're at around about the 10,000 mark every month. So that's a pretty good number. You're already the number one European car maker. I mean, what is the aim? Were you expecting this level of success, and now are you confident of really ramping up? Have you cracked the formula, so to speak, and you've even rattled Suzuki? So that is saying something.
Yeah, no, I think this is all due to obviously the attractiveness of the product. I think we have some improvements that we can make in terms of competitiveness of our plant, because the plant is being filled. We have much better industrial performance, but we're not there. We still have a lot of improvement that we can make into this plant. Yes, we think that after we've seen that the CMFA Plus platforms are really adequately addressing the needs of the Indian market, we should be much more ambitious in terms of contribution.
And last question, you had mentioned that the Nano was really an inspiration for the Kwid. So just your thoughts on that and Ratan Tata's vision with the Nano. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, but it's given competitors a lot to think about and maybe produce even rivals to it.
When Ratan came with the Nano, I told him, brilliant, I congratulate him. And he said I was the only one who congratulated him because a lot of people said, bad idea. No, good idea. And I'm glad at the end of the day, we came with the Kwid, and the Kwid was inspired by the Nano.
On that, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.